Welcome to Unlock English Through Stories. If you enjoy stories like this, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This story is about a girl who turned every no into her own yes. Let's begin. She was not born with power. She was born with silence all around her. In a world where voices were loud, but none of them hers, where every dream she whispered was dismissed, every step she tried to take was questioned, every spark of courage was extinguished by doubt. She grew up in shadows, not because she belonged there, but because they told her she did. Too ambitious, they said. Too emotional. Too much. Not enough. She listened. First, she tried to contort herself, to fit into shapes that pleased others. She traded her fire for approval, her truth for acceptance, her voice for belonging. But silence, even when chosen, slowly begins to suffocate. So one day, after another door slammed shut, after another no echoed into her chest, she stopped asking, and she started building, not loudly, not angrily, but steadily, relentlessly. She collected the bricks of her rejection and laid the foundation of her own path. They told her to stay small. She expanded. They mocked her dreams. She sharpened them. They doubted her vision. She turned it into clarity. Because strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet, still, unshaken. And she was unshakable. The world had tried to mold her into something easier to digest, more palatable, less threatening. But she was not made to be consumed. She was made to create. She stopped seeking validation and started living in conviction. She no longer begged for seats at tables. She built her own. She forgave loudly and still walked away. But walking away wasn't the end. It was the beginning. She saved quietly for months, argued with her family for a second-hand laptop, and finally won. She borrowed her brother's internet, not to scroll, but to rise. Late nights, low light, slow Wi-Fi, but fast dreams. She chose learning over escaping. She taught herself a skill the world couldn't ignore. Design, code, writing, strategy. Not just information, but transformation. And for the first time, she earned her own. She didn't wait for someone to offer her a life. She built one. She moved to a city that didn't wait for anyone, faced strangers, faced rent, faced herself. She turned her skill into service, her service into income, her income into freedom. She turned a small yes into a full life. She didn't just break the cycle. She rewrote it. And the yes she created was not loud or flashy. It was sacred, earned, built from fragments of pain, and stitched with grace. This world told her no, because it feared her yes, because yes meant change. Yes meant defiance. Yes meant power. And power, in the hands of a woman who knows her worth, is terrifying to a world that survives on her silence. But she stayed soft and still stood strong. She bled quietly and still rose tall. She forgave loudly and still walked away, because yes is not always a word. Sometimes it's a life she chose, a life she built, a life they tried to deny her, but she claimed anyway. In a world that told her no, she built her own yes, and now she lives it. So if you are tired of waiting for permission, stop. Your yes does not need to be given, can be created, brick by brick, step by trembling step. And when you build it, not everyone will understand, not everyone will stay, but what remains will be real, and real is worth everything. So choose your yes, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, even if you build it alone. Because the most powerful life is the one you said yes to when the world said no. You listened, you felt, you understood.